Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Ehsan, and in today's video we're going to take a look at another IELTS reading from Cambridge IELTS 15, the academic one, test 1, reading passage 2. We're going to take a look at matching information question. And it is a good idea for you to have a pencil and take notes and turn off any distractors such as your cell phone to have your full concentration for this video. I'm going to give you some tips, some strategy to solve this kind of problem, and it is a good idea to have a smile on your face. Okay guys, if you're new here, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell, so whenever I upload a new video you'll be aware of it. Let's jump into it. As always, I split the page into two halves. On the left hand side you can see the passage, and on the right hand side you can see the questions relating to this passage. This is from Cambridge 15, test 1, reading passage 2. And we're going to cover these questions 14 till 18. This particular video is just about these questions. But if I'm going to solve this kind of test, first I'm going to go through all the questions. For example, question 19 to 22 and these questions. These questions are hard to answer, but I'm gonna start with this question. This is really, because this is important when you wanna solve the whole passage, you had to pick which questions you can do first. Okay, this question is really great to start with, and then I go for these questions, because these are just like matching headings relating to all the paragraphs. I have to go through all the paragraphs, and it's really time consuming. Okay, and here it says that which section contains the following information, and there is nothing mention of for example, maybe one statement contain more than one paragraphs. Okay, so probably each of these relating to just one paragraph. Okay, for example, if I choose A for question 14, then for the rest A is not an option. Okay, so this is the whole idea, and I try to first what is my method. My method is that I'm going to try to highlight the keywords in these questions, and then try to go through each paragraph, but I'm not going to spend too much time because paragraphs are not really short. They are long sentences and it's going to take so much time. So maybe after one or two sentences, I'm gonna decide if I pick this one or no. Okay, because we have just 5 questions and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paragraphs. So 2 of them are additional actually. Okay, so be careful about that. Driverless cars. Reference to the amount of time when a car is not in use. A car is not in use. What does that mean? Can you imagine car is not in use? For example, maybe something instead using, or maybe car is in the park. Okay, you have use your imagination, because they try to always paraphrase these sentences. Mention of several advantages of driverless vehicles. All the paragraph is about driverless cars for individual road users. So several advantages of driverless vehicles. Reference to the opportunity of choosing the most appropriate vehicle for each trip. For most appropriate, maybe most suitable. They're gonna use suitable for each trip. An estimate of how long it will take to overcome a number of problems. An estimate of how long it's going to take to overcome a number of problems. About problems, something like solving problems, predict the future. Nowadays, these sort of things, you may gonna find these things in the last paragraph. Maybe paragraph F or G at the end of the paragraphs. Okay, this is an educational guess from the other Cambridge books as well. So this is good to have it in your mind. Please take a note of that. When they want to somehow let me just write a note in here. Prediction of future, solving a problem or addressing an issue, or some suggestions, propose some suggestions. Okay, I don't know, or maybe something about nowadays. Okay, nowadays, blah blah blah. These sort of things you may find it in the last paragraphs. Okay, this is a good note to notice that. Okay, a suggestion that the use of driverless cars may have no effect on the number of vehicles manufactured. No effect on the number of vehicles manufactured. You had to focus on the keywords on the questions to have a great idea of what's happening, then go through the passage. And sometimes you had to review all of this. At the beginning, it's a little bit difficult. So, paragraph A, the automotive sector is well used to adapting to automation in manufacturing. The implementation of robotic car manufacture from the 1970s onwards led to significant cost savings and improvements in the reliability and flexibility of vehicle mass production. So after these two sentences, anything about a car is not in use? No. Advantages? No. Most appropriate vehicle for each trip? No. How long it will take to overcome a number of problems? No. No effect on number of vehicles manufactured. There is something about manufacturing, but there is nothing about maybe it may have no effect on the number of vehicles manufactured. So you had to quickly move forward to the next paragraph. There are many reasons why technology is advancing so fast. Advancing, does it ring a bell? Yes, of course. Advantages of driverless vehicles for individual road users. One frequently, here it says there are many reasons, so several advantages. It's talking about, from this sentence you can get that it's talking about several advantages. So 15 is B. 15 is B. You see how quickly I pick an answer for this one. So here, paragraph C. Beyond these direct benefits which is already mentioned in paragraph B, we can consider the wider implications for transport and society, and how manufacturing processes might need to respond as a result. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. At present, the average car spends more than 90% of its life parked. Okay. 90% of its life parked. Amount of time when a car is not used. You see? Paragraph C. So, take some time. It's going to take some time for you. But please, use your time wisely. At the beginning, you had to concentrate on these keywords. These keywords are really help you a lot to find the answer. Okay? Because I already have my concentration on this, I could find this easily. Okay, now it's already 2 of them are out of the picture, so these 3 with the 17 which I probably going to find it in the last paragraph. That was my wild guess, or actually that was my educational guess. So paragraph D. Massachusetts Institute of Technology investigated automated mobility in Singapore, finding that fewer than 30% of the vehicles currently used would be required if fully automated car sharing could be implemented. fewer than 30% of vehicles used if fully automated car sharing could be implemented. So here it says a suggestion of that suggestion that the use of driverless cars may have no effect on the number of. Here is talking about the effect of the number of vehicles manufactured, but here it's not saying that there is no effect at all. So we had to go through the rest actually. If this is the case, it might mean that we need to manufacture far fewer vehicles to meet demand. Okay, however, important vocabulary to notice. The number of trips being taken would probably increase, partly because all of this is talking about the number of vehicles manufactured. Modeling work by the University of Michigan Transportation Research Institute suggests automated vehicles might reduce vehicle ownership by 43%, but important that vehicles' average annual mileage would double as a result. As a consequence, each vehicle would be used more intensively and might need replacing sooner. This faster rate of turnover may mean that vehicle production will not necessarily decrease. So here it says that actually it may not affect on the number of you had to go through the whole passage to get this meaning. Okay, you had to go through the whole passage. So 18 is paragraph D. Now paragraph E, automation, and we just have overcome a number of problems and most appropriate vehicle for each trip. Automation may prompt other changes in vehicle manufacture. If we move to a model where consumers are tending not to own a single vehicle but to purchase access to a range of vehicles through a mobility provider, drivers will have the freedom to select one that best suits their needs. Okay, this is it. Most appropriate vehicle for each trip. This is it. This is going to be paragraph E. Okay. For question 16, you had to write E in front of it. Now we have left with just one option, paragraph, and we have paragraph F and G. So paragraph F, and we have to focus on estimate on how long it will take to overcome a number of problems. There are a number of hurdles to overcome in delivering automated vehicles to our roads. Not overcoming some issues relating to this matter, number of problems. It's clear that there are many challenges that need to be addressed. But through robust and targeted research, these can most probably be conquered within the next 10 years. So an estimate of how long it will take, about 10 years to overcome a number of problems. This is the last paragraph, which is paragraph G. As I already mentioned that for you guys, you're gonna find addressing some problems and issues most probably in the last paragraph, but not always. Okay, there is always an exception. So be careful with that. Okay guys, here is the end of this video. I hope you learned a great deal from it, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much.